Hello everyone, welcome to the online class of Environmental Studies. I am Kirtika Singh, your EVS teacher, and I hope you all are fine at your home.
Today I will explain lesson 9, that is Think Green. In this lesson I will explain the following topics, that is introduction, to whom do the plants belong, who looked after plants, common plants in the neighborhood, wild plants and weeds, wild plants with medicinal properties, domestic plants, people living in forests, conservation of forests in the last recap shots. Introduction. We all can see plants and trees in our homes, neighborhood, garden, parks, roadsides, and in open spaces. These plants and trees differ in size, shape, color of leaves, fruits, seeds, flowers, etc. Trees and plants are very important for our survival and for the environment. Without trees, life would not have been possible. They provide us fresh air to breathe, purify the air by absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. They also provide us food to eat and shade and shelter from sunlight and rainfall. Trees also provide humans with many important resources. They provide us medicines. They are also used to make furniture and other commercial products. They add beauty to our surrounding. So, we can say that plants and trees are integral part of our life and environment. People who look after plants. First one is our family, second one farmers, third one gardener, fourth one municipal corporation, fifth one forest department. In the picture, you are able to see the courtyard of the house where we can plant many trees to add beauty to our house, and that is cared by our family. The trees or plants that are grown in the field are cared by farmers. In the picture, you are able to see it very clearly. Next one is a gardener, who is an employee of the municipal corporation of a town or city, who look after the trees and plants in the parks. Municipal corporation is a local governing body including cities, countries, and towns. Municipal corporation is responsible for planting saplings and bushes along the roads. On the road, you all have seen the number of trees in the metal fences or in a metal cage. Municipal corporation of that city or town look after the trees and plants along the roadsides. The trees in the forests, national parks, wildlife sanctuaries and biosphere reserves, they are protected by forest department. Now, what are national parks, wildlife sanctuaries and biosphere reserves? National parks are the natural parks that is designed and developed by the government for the conservation of wild nature. Wildlife sanctuaries are areas where animal habitats and their surroundings are protected from any kind of activities like capturing, killing and poaching of animals. In the national parks and biosphere reserves, number of trees are also grown and conserved. Next term is biosphere reserve. Biosphere reserves are model areas developed as practical instances of how humans, wildlife, and nature can live together in complete harmony. Common plants in the neighborhood are neem, banyan, peepal, bilwa, kikar, tamarind, amla. Now we will discuss about them one by one. In the picture, you are able to see the neem tree. The leaves, bark, and sap of this useful tree are used to make medicines, soaps, and toothpaste. Flowers, fruits, twigs, and roots are also used to make so many other products. Banyan tree. In the picture, you are able to see the banyan tree. The tree is very big in structure. This tree lives a long time. It is known as national tree of our country. The tree has a number of medicinal value. Its aerial roots are home to many birds, squirrels, and insects. People. The beautiful leaves of this tree considered sacred by many people and used in motifs. In the picture, you are able to see the leaves are larger in size, and this tree can be grown in almost all type of regions, and this tree releases oxygen for 24 hours. Bilwa tree. This tree is the next type of plant which we see in our surrounding commonly. Bilwa or bale tree is sacred tree. This plant also have number of medicinal properties, but the most important that it is used to make a healthy drink, that is sharbat. And in the picture you can see the bale fruit. Kikar tree. It is a small thorny tree. The different parts of this tree is used for various medicinal purposes. It's widely used for firework and timber. Its wood is also used for paper production. The wood of this tree is very strong and also known as babool tree. Is used to make rice pounders, a machine that help to crush rice into rice flour, plough, and wheels of the bullock carts. Tamarind. Its partially dried fruit is used to make medicines. In food and beverages, tamarind is used as flavoring. It's widely used in Asian cooking for chutney and curries. Amla. It is also known as Indian gooseberry, which is rich in vitamin C. All the parts of the plant is used in preparation of various medicines, shampoos, hair oils, pickles, chutney, and other food items, especially murabba. Wild plants and weeds. Plants that are not planted but grown on their own are called wild plants, and they affect the growth of domestic plants. But some plants have medicinal value. The undesirable wild plants are called weeds, and removing these weeds manually is called weeding. Example of some common weeds are dandelion, congress grass, water hyacinth, daisies. Dandelion. In the picture, you are able to see dandelion. They are very light in weight. It can grow very fast and spread rapidly. They have very bright yellow color flower that change into white round seed head overnight. Because of its lighter weight, it can be spread by air. Congress grass. In the picture, you are able to see how it looks. You can also identify the congress grass in your surrounding because it is widely grown at any construction sites, along the roadsides, railway tracks, and river banks. It causes skin problems and allergies. Water hyacinths. They are the aquatic plants with purple flowers and thick waxy leaves. It looks very beautiful, but it block water traffic, prevent fishing and swimming. Daisies. They are very beautiful flowers. They have small rounded evergreen leaves and white flowers. They are commonly grow along the hillside or meadow. These flowers attracts bees, butterflies and birds. Wild plants with medicinal properties. Amla and gugula. It prevents and cure heart diseases, also build up immunity and stamina, and is good for the liver. Bringraj and Gotukola. It is very good for the liver. Next one is Shilajit, Trifla, sarsaparilla. Their roots provide relief from joint pains. Next one is Damana, Pipli, Hawthorn. It gives relief from stomach problems. And the last one is Haritaki. It cures many diseases. So we can see that there are so many wild plants which are having very good medicinal properties. Domestic plants. Domestic plants are the plants that are grown in our homes and gardens. The growth of the plants are mainly dependent on the soil and climate where they grow. The next one is ornamental plants. The plants that are grown to add beauty of our surrounding are called ornamental plants. For example, palash and ficus. There are some other plants like mint, tulsi, coriander, and curry leaves are grown so that it could be used in food preparation. Some are grown for their fruits and flowers. Trees and plants, they provide us oxygen rich air, shade, and it also check dust and pollution. The first two pictures are the ornamental plants, that is palash and ficus, and the third and the fourth picture is of curry leaves and tulsi, that is used in the preparation of the food. People living in forests. Early men lived in the forest like them. Some people live in forest even today and are known as tribals or Adivasis. These Adivasis depend on the forest product for their survival because they earn by selling the forest products. They protect the forest from cutting down and they have a very good knowledge about the medicinal plants. In the picture, you are able to see the mahua tree and the mahua fruit. So, mahua is an important tree for the Adivasis or tribals because they eat the mahua flower and they use its leaf for the various purposes and they make a drink from it as well. Conservation of forests. Cutting down of trees is called deforestation. As we are knowing that forests are very important for our survival, but we people are cutting down the trees, making the roads, malls, buildings, etc., which in turn is causing soil erosion, lesser rainfall, loss of habitat of animals, etc. That's why conservation of forests has become very important to maintain the balance in the world. Now we are going to discuss with the few steps to conserve forest. First one is afforestation, preventing forest fires, preventing overgrazing, and the last organizing one mahotsavs. Afforestation. Planting of new trees is called afforestation. This can be adopted on a full scale. By afforestation, we will be able to provide an alternative source of tree products and we can protect the wild animals also. Preventing forest fires. Lighting a fire in the forest need to be avoided as it may lead to forest fire and in that case all the birds and animals will die. So lighting in a forest it must be avoided. Preventing overgrazing. Overgrazing means many animals feeding in the same area. This practice needs to be prevented because if the animal will feed in the same area for a longer time, then there will be loss of grassland and in that case it will cause soil erosion. Organizing One Mahotsav. It is an annual tree planting festival organized in the first week of July when trees are planted throughout the country. Such festivals and awareness campaigns may be held frequently. Recap shots. Trees are found in gardens, parks, roadsides, forests, etc. Different bodies take care of trees. Certain trees are common to our neighborhood. Undesirable plants are called weeds. Some wild plants have medicinal value. Domestic plants are grown for their beauty, food value, shade, etc. People who live in forests are called tribals. Conservation of forest is the utmost necessity to maintain ecological balance.
This is all about the explanation of this lesson. Thank you so much. Stay home, stay safe.